Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're taking a quick look at and installing the Truxedo TonneauMate storage box. This has a universal fitment available for all 97 and newer style side F-150s. It's a universal toolbox that's perfect for the guys who still want access to their entire bed floor while also using this in combination with a tonneau cover. This storage box here is very unique in the way that it mounts, allowing you to gain access to the floor. You can put lumber and a whole bunch of stuff underneath of it, ranging all the way back to your bulkhead. And it also allows you to clear the top end of that tonneau. Now this is perfect for use on the Deuce, low pro options from Truxedo, but it's also available for a lot of other tonneau covers on the market. There's several different install methods for the side bed rails depending on which one you have, whether it be no tonneau cover like we're running here on our 2013 F-150, or the Deuce, low pro, or other ones available in the category. So this particular one here, made from impact resistant materials, lots of ABS built in. It's got a key and locking feature here to make sure that it is lockable and secured inside of your truck bed and underneath of a tonneau cover. You can just twist this to the side, opens up on its own with its gas-powered strut here. That allows it to not open too quickly or too violently. It's nice and slow and gets easier as it goes up. It's got weather stripping seals all around the edges, so if you don't have a tonneau cover or if you're driving your truck with it opened up, this does not allow for any weather elements to get inside of the box, damaging any of your goods. It's a perfectly safe location for hunting gear, camping gear, if it's a day at the beach with a family, taking a long road trip, or really you just need to store any kind of cargo that you have for your truck bed that you want to store additionally in the bed with full other usage of the bed floor. So it's a really good option for the guys out there using their truck to their fullest potential. A lot of guys run out of storage space, use their truck bed to its fullest, and then also need to store additional cargo in the cabin, which takes up some seating options, so you won't be able to drive with some of your passengers. Really, this is just a useful tool to have for your truck bed if you want to keep your cargo safe while still using a tonneau cover and having access to the bed floor. This entire storage box comes in right around 400 bucks. To some guys that might sound like a little pricey, but in my opinion, if you're needing that extra storage and you want that tonneau cover functionality, this is a really good way to go. It's useful, it's practical, it's great for a ton of different applications. The install, of course, 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. You can tackle this in about 30 minutes or less. I'll walk you through this step by step, but like I said earlier, a ton of different install methods depending on your particular functionality and your truck bed. It is universal, so the install can vary from truck to truck depending on your bed size and what you're putting it on. Also, the installation manual will differ depending on whether or not you're using the Deuce, Low Pro, or other tonneau covers, so keep that in mind moving forward. I'm going to be installing this and taking you through the method of using it with no tonneau cover installed at all. So with that said, let's get to it. The tools used in this install include an impact gun, 3/8 ratchet, 13mm deep socket, 15mm deep socket. First step of the installation is to install our brackets onto the box here that's going to hold the box to our truck bed. There's 4 of these, 1 for each corner of the box, and they have these sliding rails and pre-installed rails in the box. They're going to install so that this can allow for adjustment depending on how you're going to install it to your particular truck. Now, in order to do this, we're going to take the bracket, and as you can see, it's got this loop cut out of it. That's going to be facing the inside of the box. We're going to slide this onto the pre-installed bracket. There's a T-bolt here as well. You can hold that from the inside to get that to line up properly with the square cutout. That's going to allow this to slide back and forth. We're not going to tighten down that bolt just yet. We want to leave room for that adjustment. Once we have it installed on the truck bed, we can tighten it down to make sure that it doesn't move. For now, we're going to leave it as is. We're going to go onto the other side, grab another one of our brackets, and do the exact same thing here on the front. Slide this into position, rotate that square bolt head so that it lines up so we can slide this in. Now there's 2 more, and of course you want to do them to the back side, so we're going to go over here and do the same thing to our back brackets. All right, with our brackets installed, we can shut our box. And keep in mind that this does open on its own if it's not latched. So as you can see, we're not latched here. It'll pop right back open. Just for convenience sake, we're gonna go ahead and twist that lock and keep it shut. I'm gonna push this box back into the bed a little bit, just to give us a little bit of room to work with. We still have to assemble a couple of bed rails that will hold this to the bed itself. They come with weather strip seals that are not pre-installed right out of the box, so we're gonna use the adhesive backing to install those onto the bed rails. Now the next step is to take your side bed rails here and the weather stripping included in the kit. They have a 3M backing. You want to remove that before getting started, of course. What you're going to do is flip that bed rail over. So of course it's going to install like this. Go to the back side that's going to come in contact with the side of your bed and install the weather stripping. Now the reason we're doing this is because you're going to make sure that this doesn't have any leaks when it comes time for rain or snow or any other weather elements. This will make sure that none of that is seeping through the cracks. Now take note that the weather stripping is not symmetrical. It has gripping on the bottom and then a channel at the top. The channel at the top is to guide water through and not allow it to get into the bed. The bottom piece here has grip that's gonna help with the clamp. So that's what you wanna do. This is where the track is going to sit for your tonneau cover storage box. So that's the track. That's where you want that gripping to be. Now you want to do this for the exact opposite bed rail for the other side of the truck, and then we're going to grab our clamps and install this onto our truck bed. Now before we get started, you are actually going to be able to install this wherever you want along your bed. You can install it toward the back, the middle, toward the tailgate, wherever fits your personal preference. I'm going to install it back here toward the bulkhead. We're going to install it just a little bit before, maybe an inch before the bulkhead right here, just to give it a little bit of space. We have our clamps also. These are 15mm bolts holding these clamps on. We're gonna clamp this to the inside of our bed. And of course, you wanna follow the install instructions, like I said, depending on which tonneau cover you're installing this with, if you're installing it with a tonneau cover at all. Make sure that that weather stripping is sealed up against the side of your bed. We're gonna slide our clamps under here, and you wanna install the clamps, 2 on each side, on each corner. Do one on the other corner, and then we'll do the opposite side. Now before we can hang our storage box on the rails here, we have 4 square head bolts, flat washers, and lock nuts. What we're going to do is take the square head portion of that and slide it into the bed rail. Take it all the way to the middle of each rail. 2 of them are going to go on each side. Got 2 over here, all the way in the middle with the lock nuts facing us. Same thing on the other side. 2 over here, square head through the middle, and the lock nut facing us. You also want the washer on the lock nut side, not the bolt head side. So have that on the outside there. Now what we're gonna do is lift up on one side and hook the brackets around this. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And then we're gonna slide the lock nut into the slot on the bracket. I'll show you guys what I mean in just 1 second. So for here, we're gonna lift up on this side. Now remember, you can slide these brackets. So you're gonna slide that bracket and hook it around. Same thing over here. Slide the bracket up, hook that around. We're gonna do the same thing over on this side. Now the storage box does move from side to side. We'll get to that in just a second here. What we wanna do first is lock down our brackets. Now the reason we slid these T-bolts in place is so that we can slide those into the open slots and tighten these down on the brackets. That'll keep it from moving. Slide them onto each side. Make sure the flat washer is coming with you. Once you have those bolts slid into those slots, grab a 13mm socket and tighten these down. Those are locked in tight. Repeat for the other side. Now, like I said, what we'll come back to is the fact that this can slide from side to side here. You want to find a position that you like. Somewhere dead in the center, I think, is best. But of course, you can favor it from one side or the other. Once you figure out where you like, you're going to unlock your box and let that open up. Grab your 13mm socket, and there's 2 bolts on the back end, one here and one here. Those are tightening the box down to the sliding brackets. Grab your 13 socket again and tighten those down. Now there's 2 on the inside of the front as well, holding it to the front sliding bracket. Now repeat for the other side. Now you're good to go. Well, that's going to wrap up my review and install for the Truxedo TonneauMate storage box. Depending on your application, this of course has that universal fitment. It's great to clear all tonneau covers, or most tonneau covers at least, and of course it gives you access to the bottom of the truck bed. You can get your TonneauMate storage box right here at AmericanTrucks.com.